问题是不用。也就是阿嬷。我操！黄色字条，我房间哪里？妈，不要哭啦，这样我也会很难过啦。不要哭啦，还有锤子。哇，去拿锤子！我在这刚刚那边，我有看到地下室吗？为什么要把阿嬷封在房间里面？要把阿嬷关起来呢？情况为什么要把阿嬷关起来？那会忘记那个主动器忘记关水，你就帮他设定时器啊。大家忘记冲，你就帮他冲啊。大便忘记擦，你就帮他擦啊。也不用把人家关起来吧？太残忍了吧！难怪阿嬷要杀你。啊，难怪阿嬷要杀我们，我们把他关起来。为什么要把它关起来啊？阿嬷会乱跑是不是？关起来。阿嬷真的会乱跑呢。老人家的老人痴呆真的会。我之前奶奶也会，忘记自己去哪里了，好几次那时候。好几次都在警察局，有人打电话来去找他。心跳绑带啊，手绑带。怎样？把他关起来之后嘞？是要看什么东西啊？打开电视，阅读桌上文件。慢慢吃掉，让阿嬷活在我们的体内。游戏不错，可是它那个触发下一段剧情的，实在是不知道怎么触发。打开电视，阅读桌上文件，开电视，回到走廊。打开电视，电视在哪里？边啊！遥控器欸，没办法开呀！哦， 哦，我被电视怎么没办法打开？别关灯呢！不是要开这台电视啊？我们有遥控器啊。这看起来像手机，不是像遥控器啊。iPhone 吧？清理任何破碎的盘子。啊啊！为什么藏刀子？清理任何破碎的盘子，把厨房刀子藏在你的床下。用手机查看电子邮件，拿地下的锤子把木板钉在门上，关掉所有的灯，上床睡觉是怎样啊？阿妈是杀人魔还是怎样？为什么要藏刀？嗯？阿妈把我们吃掉是不是？妈爱吃小鲜肉。把刀子，哎呦，收拾一下。太夸张了吧？干嘛我们把阿妈杀死哦？哦！要把奶奶砍死了！我的天！我靠！太凶了吧！看一下，看 email 哦。啊？我他们要赞助我奖学金，然后我拒绝哦，这么屌哦，不要人家的奖学金哦，也是不想去那边读嘛。拿地下室的锤子疯了，关掉所有灯，上床睡觉。哇，完了，要出事情了，要出事情了！关灯，关灯，关灯，要出事情了。哦，要出大事了！要出大事了！关灯睡觉。不能睡觉。不给我睡觉。刀子藏好了，都在这边。结果一打开门，发现阿嬷已经站在门外了。收拾了吧？我刚已经收拾了。门封好了。 地下室没有那个开关啊。餐厅还有碎盘子吗？呀，没有啊。哦，餐厅呢、啊？完蛋了，回去睡觉了，赶快回去睡觉了，完蛋了，要出事情了，睡觉。不能睡。不能睡。哎呀，总统又关不了。哎呀！刀我已经拿了，我已经藏在床底下了。他怎么还不能睡？已经不能开了呢，关起来的灯就没办法打开了。会不会还有盘子啊？我们已经有刀啦，我可能要藏3把吧？还是我们要藏2把？我们是2刀流，没有这回事吧？ 电视开不了啊。无妨小灯，你说这个？看到开关啊！啊！道具架做怎么？不用再刀了啦，刀已经够了啦。还要把它砍死人哦！什么东西？厨房的刀具架哦。好，我去看看。厨房哪里有刀具架？这边没东西啊。妈，好了，打开电视，第一个条件就没办法达成了，电视它根本打不开啊。标志旁边，鬼标志啊！坏了。电视有2台啊，现在在哪？ 闹钟那一侧。敲屁呀！那怎么办？阿嬷啦，阿嬷，阿嬷你在哪里呀？我来抓你喽！咦？哎呦我呀妈呀的！阿嬷半夜肚子饿，要吃肉肉啦！来，我这边有。不见了。不见了呢。啊，开灯呢。 不能睡啦！怎样？不能收拾了，阿嬷躲去哪了啦？阿嬷，妈，餐桌上有纸条，哎呦喂！痛苦，耐心，你的痛苦什么时候结束 ？OK， 我的痛苦什么时候结束？怎样？那电视要怎样？房间看纸条。找不到啊，让他们解机啊。啊！电坏了，电被毁烂了。而且还要冲杀。 哪回啊？啊？杀了他们俩。跟我说的一样嘛，就是把父母不小心让孙子过世了，爸妈接受，他人老人和孙子嘛。完蛋了！完蛋了！完蛋了！完蛋了！完蛋了！完蛋了！完蛋了！来，我看。
While sifting through some old boxes, you found an interesting set of documents that revealed the truth about your past. Your grandparents were involved in an accident that killed your grandfather and your infant brother. It wasn't your grandmother's fault entirely, but your parents couldn't help but put the blame on her. With no family or friends left, living a hopeless and bleak existence, your grandmother decided to murder them. With your parents out of the way, she could raise you all by herself. Her desire was selfish and evil. That was all you needed. A way to justify her death, a way to break the burden of taking care of her. Do you remember what you did? I'll walk you through it once more, just in case you've forgotten.
要出事情了。靠！ 没刀啊？谁把我刀放这？不是啊，我刚点了，然后就没有用啊。我想说是不是试着拿一个？哦，可以。放在他床上哦，门外的桌上。
I know that I might seem suspicious, but for now, I'm going to need you to trust me. Are you in pain? Do you want that pain to go away? I can show you a way out, but you're going to have to do exactly what I say. Don't worry, very soon you won't feel any pain at all. You won't have to suffer any longer. The first thing I want you to do is to grab the knife on your bed. You're doing a great job. It's very sharp, so please be careful with it. The next step is to gently press the knife against your stomach. You're doing a wonderful job. Now, press a little harder. Keep applying more pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh of your stomach. You might feel quite a bit of pain, but that's going to be temporary. You're doing a great job. I want you to pull the knife out. Is there a warm, red fluid gushing out of your stomach? If so, then you applied enough pressure. I know that this might be painful, but pretty soon it's going to be all over. I want you to repeat the process, except now go a little to the right of the original spot. Keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh. Now that you've done the process twice, for the third time, go to the left of the original spot. Once again, keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh. You're doing a great job. Now return to the original spot. I want you to jab the knife into the wound 3 times. This time, don't slowly apply pressure. I want you to press the knife into your stomach as hard as you can. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing a wonderful job. Are you in pain? Are you suffering? I know you are, but don't worry. It'll all go away soon. This is the last step. Are you ready? All you have to do is to repeat the process, except this time, press the knife against your neck. Whenever you're ready, just swiftly thrust the knife into your neck. Then very soon, all the pain will go away. 一直插啊 Let it all go. Pass on James. You murdered her. You knew about her delusions. She always talked about the man in the radio, so you decided to become that character. You replaced the old radio and then played an audio file telling her to stab herself repeatedly with a knife.
是豆浆。
You knew she was delusional and had episodes of schizophrenia. She followed your instructions and eventually bled to death due to her self-inflicted injuries. Since all the evidence pointed to a suicide, you weren't charged with anything. You finally got what you wanted. You were finally free. You might be wondering how exactly you ended up dead. Well, for the first few months, you lived your life carefree. You actually enjoyed life to some extent, not being tied down by an ill relative. But eventually, that all came crashing down. It started off with brief, horrific, gruesome nightmares. Visions of her stabbing herself endlessly, blood gushing out of her wounds, flooding your mind with blood-red guilt. Slowly, these nightmares leaked into your daily life. You'd see her out of the corner of your eye, whether you were driving, walking down the street, or at work. Even though you killed her, she never really left. She lived in your mind and haunted you every day until you eventually couldn't fall asleep. Every time you closed your eyes, even for the briefest of moments, she'd manifest in your subconscious. Eventually you went to the hospital and you were prescribed sleep medicine, but that only suppressed the issue. Slowly your body adjusted to the medicine and you needed to increase the dose for the medicine to be effective. This process kept repeating until you were taking multiple times the recommended amount. You were addicted until one night you overdosed on sleep medication. Right now, in this moment, your physical body is currently in a hospital bed, hovering between the thin line of life and death. You're still probably wondering why you're here in God's basement. I'll finally tell you who I am and what this place really is. God's basement is a realm for those who have committed great sin but are still redeemable. The individuals that arrive in God's basement relive their own versions of hell, allowing them to reflect on their life and watch their slow descent into evil. Their resentment, hate, bitterness, and jealousy accumulate until those emotions manifest themselves through atrocious acts, yours being murder. You were backed into a corner, watching your life slowly pass you by. All those opportunities you sacrificed. All that potential wasted. You became bitter and resentful. Many could sympathize with you. Many might have even done the same. You were hopeless, and it felt like you were inside a living hell. I am called the Operator. I am an entity that manifests in God's basement. I manifest myself in different ways depending on the person. My job is to guide the person inside God's basement and allow them to relive their life from a different perspective. In your case, I manifested with many characteristics resembling the man in the radio. Hopefully this explanation cleared everything up. You're still probably wondering what happens now that you have all your memories. I mentioned earlier that God's basement are for those who are still redeemable. Even though you committed an atrocious sin, you were trapped in a hopeless existence. Also, the person you killed wasn't really your grandmother. She was a shell of her former self. Your grandmother died long ago. Part of you wanted to see her suffering cease. Your crime was both cruel and merciful at the same time. You are going to get a second chance at life. Pretty soon you're going to wake up in a hospital bed out of your drug-induced coma. Learn to live with what you did. The feelings of guilt, paranoia, and pain will never completely go away. James, make the most out of life and be grateful for this second chance. One last thing. Good luck.
布拉克，所以我们要醒来了吗？要。噔噔噔！所以结局是什么？也就是结局不重要，抓宝就好了，结局不重要。看医生游戏，就是再给你重获一次新生呢、给你第二次人生。好了，这一款应该比较好了，给你们看一下。明后天玩个 VR 的好了。常见宝可会啊，先给你们看一下预计玩的。好，等一下看完还有时间我们再玩。